Hello. So, it is time for week 6 of UBL Season 6 VGC. This time we are against a new coach. We are against Throh and the Omaha Overthrow. So they were actually a coach that took over from one of the previous coaches. Okay. I guess you guys sneak preview the team. I was like, what's Showdown telling me? Well, they also maybe some changes, and their team is actually pretty scary. So they've got Heliolisk, Galarian Moltres, Mimikyu, Lilligant, Indeedee Female, Fletchinder, Swampert, Machamp, Wigglytuff, Behemoth, and Torkoal. So they've got Sun with Lilligant Torkoal, very scary combination. They've got Indeedee as great support, especially like Indeedee Mimikyu for Trick Room. Heliolisk can work in Sun as well because of the solar power. Moltres is just like generally too scary to go for. Priority Tailwind with Fletchinder, Trick Room options would be him, as well as, you know, side spam stuff. Swampert is actually pretty painful to take down if you're not ready for it. In non-max formats, just because, like, Water Ground, like, if Gastrodon's proven anything that, like, it's not easy to take down Water Ground types in VGC, if you're not ready for them, then, yeah, Swampert is pretty dangerous. Machamp and Wigglytuff I'm not really expecting too much, so. I'm recording this team builder post-match, and by post-match I mean like a couple weeks ago, so if I don't remember exactly what everything on my team does, then you'll have to forgive me. So, but I at least know, let's just do this because it's going to bother me. There we go. Mold Breaker, Ockerberry Excadrill. I wasn't using Sand this week, and I wanted the Mold Breaker for Mimikyu. Just in case of Trick Room stuff, because I was planning on going with more fast stuff, I believe generally for this match, I generally wanted to focus more on my fast mode, so denying Trick Room would be quite nice. Ockerberry is nice just to make sure I can take one fire hit. I don't think I can take Specs Eruption, but I'm positive I can't take Specs Eruption, but for random fire moves coming off of things like Fletchinder or weakened things from Torkoal, I can take a hit. I didn't really know what item to put on Excadrill this week. You may also notice when the actual battle starts, the team will be in a different order. That's because I forgot to order it alphabetically before going into the match, so I've done it now. What high horsepower Iron Head Protect Rock Slide? Nothing too crazy here. We were able to go out of max attack because we're just running enough speed so that at -1 on most things will outspeed them, because for the most part, they don't have that much that's fast. I believe that the fastest thing they have is Heliolisk. So, I believe that -1 will outspeed Heliolisk. Well, if they're at -1, will outspeed the Heliolisk, so. Next up, Gigalith, AV Gigalith. I forgot I ran AV Gigalith. Bit of random speed. I don't know why I'm running a bit of random speed, to be honest. I think it's just catching Torkoal just in case it wants to speed creep me and it's not planning on going Trick Room. Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Stomping Tantrum, and Throat Chop. Throat Chop is for the Indeedee. This means we can take on things like Indeedee and, what's it called? Torkoal really, really well. So, is that, like, switching this into Torkoal is just incredible. So, yeah. Throat Chop will do good damage to Indeedee. Stomping Tantrum will do generally good damage. And obviously, Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Stone Edge does really good damage to Moltres. That's why I'm running dual Rock, just because I don't want to just have Rock Slide for the Moltres. I want to make sure I can hit it really hard. A lot of their team is quite special, if you notice. It's only really, it's like Mimikyu, Machamp, and Fletchinder, I guess. Everything else is really special. I'm sorry, Swampert. So those, like, 4. But obviously Fletchinder's not really that offensive, so really Mimikyu, Swampert, Machamp, so. Having a especially defensive Gigalith, obviously with the Sand boost as well, is going to be really good. I want to do as much damage to that Moltres as possible. I expect it will be, you know, it's going to take a hit, so, yeah. Next up, especially defensive Scrafty, kind of similar reasons. Fake Out, Snarl, Stone Edge, again, I want to hit that Moltres, and then Protect. Snarl, again, really nice against their team. We've seen in the past that Snarl Scrafty has been incredible. And the Intimidate just to help, you know, weaken things like Swampert and Machamp. And, well, it's not going to help that much against Mimikyu, for Scrafty specifically. We do have a bit of defense investment. I think I was looking at just making sure I could take a -1 play rough. I think I can take a -1 play rough. So, yeah, I think that's what that's for. And then the rest in special defense. Next up, Rindoberry Slowking. We are in Prison Trick Room. Again, if they want to go for more of a Trick Room mode, then in Prison Trick Room is really nice. And also stealing off Expanding Force within Prison is quite nice here as well. Because it's going to shut down in DD. Also removes Protect because I'm running Protect myself. So it shuts down Behem and in DD. It shuts down the in Prison stuff. Sorry, it shuts down the Trick Room stuff. And obviously, you know, we've got the Expanding Force to deal reasonable damage as well. Rindoberry was kind of just an item to put on it. I didn't really know what item to put on it because, again, no Citrus Berry. So Rindoberry here just in case of Torkoal, I guess. In case they wanted to lead, like, more offensive, like, Trick Room. So, like, Mimikyu Torkoal or something. Just to force the Slowking out. To kill off the Slowking, like, double into Slowking with, like, Shadow Claw and Solar Beam. Depending on how offensive the Mimikyu is, that may not, that might kill. But with the Rindoberry, that gives me a much better chance of living. So, to imprison the Trick Room, and then protect and try and, you know, keep the Slowking alive to prevent the Trick Room from going up, so. Next up, Expert Belt Coco has been a staple of this team, because it's just been so good. Electro Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, and Eerie Impulse. Again, they have quite a lot of special attackers, so Eerie Impulse makes a lot of sense. We are able to go Modest and still outspeed the Heliolisk here. Electro Web is great speed control. Obviously, you know, Excadrill is built a bit around it, because we're not running Sand Rush. I didn't want to rely on Sand for this week, because obviously I knew they would have Sun, so. And Grass Knot is an extra way to make sure we can hit, notably Swampert. I watched the last match that they played, which I believe is that they only played like one match before this with the team. And they did use Swampert, and so I thought I want to at least be ready for Swampert. So I don't think I think Grass Knot with Expert Belt is actually a KO on, I think, all but max Spadef Swampert, so. And Eerie Impulse, again, it's really nice. While hitting a lot of things, it's going to be quite nice with just Thunderbolts. Eerie Importing things like Torkoal will be quite nice. So. And then last but not least, Torn. We are Goggles Torn because of Lilligant Sleep Powders. Really annoying. Air Slash Grass Knot again. Again, I wanted to make sure I had answers to Swampert. I'm making it so my only way to kill Swampert reliably was going to be you know, something weak to ground. Probably not my best idea. So we're able to go, you know, again, we're outspeeding Heliolisk, but Coco's 1 point faster. Air Slash as well. Air Slash is generally pretty solid against their team. It's like just pretty spammable against a lot of Pokemon. It's just a flying type in general. Tailwind, because I want to make sure I could match their own Tailwind if they brought it. And Taunt to just generally stop a lot of things. Obviously stop Lilligant Sleep Powders. Stop Tailwinds of their own if the Gale Wings is broken on the Fletchinder. Stop Follow Me's from Indeedee. Things of that nature. So, yeah, Torn is pretty good here, so glad to be using Torn. So no Dracovish, didn't want to be bringing Dracovish into Sun really, and also Follow Me in DD is kind of awkward, so I just chose not to bring it here. I think I had some extra plans going into this match because I feel like we had a chance of playing in playoffs, so. And I suppose I will mention here, because I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to otherwise, we are actually getting a forfeit win through week 7. So, you know, regardless how this goes, we go at least 5-2. So, I have to say I'm really happy about that. So, yeah. But, obviously, that was after the fact, so I didn't know at the time. But, yeah, we are, so there will be no week 7 match. But I hope you do enjoy this match, and I believe I will be seeing you for playoffs, so look forward to that. But for now, hope you enjoy the match, and I'll see you guys whenever. Well, you'll see me in a second when I do the match, but you get the idea. Alright, time for the match. What am I challenging you on? I guess Series 9 we just won't click max. Yeah, let's do it. Will this go well? I have no idea. I did not really prep this team very well. Like, it's got a few calcs. Where are they? Jordan? Are you good? Good. This is very strange. It's not all in order either. It's annoying, but whatever. Oh, there we go. They did bring Per. I'm prepped for it. Wigglytuff I was not expecting, but, you know, I have an Excadrill. And they didn't bring Sun at all. Okay. Interesting. So what do I want to do then? And no terrain at all. They brought no terrain, no sun. So we don't need Wigglytuff then. I want to go Scrafty, Excadrill, Coco, and Torn, I think, actually. I think Torn's probably the play. More ways to kill that Pert. Lachinda and Swampert. Gonna go for a fake out, and I'm gonna switch into Coco, I think. Did they do live battles? They didn't. Should really do live battles. I don't know actually. I don't know if fake out Flichinda's actually the right play. Because I want to switch, but like I don't think I can. It's gonna look weird. I'm gonna fake out the Swampert and I'm gonna switch to Coco. versus Swampert. -1. If it's high horsepower, it shouldn't kill us. I don't think it will. So we're going to switch to Torn, and we're going to go Grass Knot. Okay, we live. Goes for a Will-O-Wisp on the Torn. It is Rindo. Well, I am a special Torn, so it's not too bad. I can Tailwind myself. And there's no reason not to keep Scrafty safe here. Sorry, Coco safe here. Ooh, okay. Interesting. But obviously I have Fake Out Pressure. Air Slash should probably get the KO here, so I'm not gonna risk it. Okay. Bit of chip. And now they can Stone Edge again. Sorry, they can set Tailwind here. Tailwind. Air Slash does like nothing. That's super unfortunate. Okay, so they have to Tailwind here. Oh, but I'm no, so they can Tailwind. Or they can. Oh no, they can't tail. No, so they either taunt. So I'm gonna double the. Yeah, okay, this was the right play. This, I think, even with the burn, I think this should still get to KO. Not quite. They can't kill both, though. I don't think both are going down here. I'm going to still double it. Yeah, Scrafty was never dying. No way, dude! Wow. The double flinch? Okay, we know it's... Okay, so it's just burning me. Please don't miss the Stone Edge. We take it out. Thank goodness. It's only at 22%. This is my time to go to Excadrill because, Thingy isn't up. Tailwind isn't up. I'm a really bulky Excadrill. Oh, I hate having to go for high horsepower here, but... we have to do what has to be done. I think we have to put this to a 3v1. Okay. We take any hit from Wigglytuff. It's on 1% at minus... Oh, right, competitive. Shit. That does take me out. But, 1, good to know it has that. 2, forgot about competitive. 3, we should outspeed here, and I don't believe in KO both. GG. Okay. We got super unlucky. We got flinched like 3 times, and we still somehow pulled that out. That makes me feel pretty good. They've also seen I'm Mold Breaker. They've seen I'm Mold Breaker, which means they're definitely not going to try and go Mimikyu here. They also haven't seen my item, so... reasonable chance they don't think I'm Scarfed. I wonder if I lead Torn this time, to try and get a better grasp on speed control. If I lead Torn Scrafty, then I can get speed control. And that might be better for me. I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to go Scrafty, Torn, Gigalith. How good was Coco there? Coco was pretty nice to have. Yeah, I'm going to go same 4, but I'm going to switch up the order. Okay, this time it's Moltres Swampert, and I went Scrafty and Torn. So... I'm not afraid of the Swampert right now. So I'm going to Fake Out and just ensure speed control. No. I'm going to Fake Out and I'm going to Grass Knot the Swampert. I'm going to force out the Swampert. Because now they've seen I've got Grass Knot on 2 Pokemon. Torn's insanely bulky. Especially because the Intimidate support as well. And it's like, cool. Now I've got, so the last one did like 20, how much is the... Stone Age Burn did 25%. So... I think I'm fine with going for Snarl and Grass Knot here, or do I want a Tailwind? I think I want a Tailwind. Yeah. Get off the fast Snarl. They plot up. It's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to, you know, not have them plot there. But I can go to Coco here and go for the Grass Knot on the Pert. And they get a Wigglytuff. Okay. Just like 0 damage. Coco takes the hit super well. I was going to Eerie Impulse the friggin' Wigglytuff for a second, and I realized what a bad idea that would be. We haven't seen Protect from the Moltres. / Nasty Plot Fire Wrath. You would assume Protect here. I don't think a Thunderbolt would get the KO. Oh, I am Expert Belt. And Modest. versus Moltres. There's a good chance I get the KO, actually. I'm gonna go for it. And I'm gonna taunt the Wigglytuff. Let's go for a D-Gleam. Nothing too crazy. So they've got Pert in the back, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover both options by going for T-Bolt Grass Knot. Actually, because this Wigglytuff is actually doing pretty reasonable damage. If I lose both here... if I lose both, it's kind of bad. I don't think I can lose both. I can afford to lose one, not both. So I think I'm going to make the safe play in T-Bolt, and then I'm going to switch to Excadrill. Okay. Tailwind goes, but I get to bring in... Scraft. I don't want to bring in Scrafty. I'm going to bring in Torn. It's Heliolisk. Okay. I think I take a Surf from this thing. I am fairly bulky. I actually do get my Tailwind off unless it's Scarfed. What's the scarier Pokemon here? Oh, Regen's so good. I just remembered I got the Regen. Because obviously Heliolisk is the bigger threat. We didn't see the Heliolisk at all last time. This has come over the Flicinda because they didn't lead it, so... I wonder if I Iron Head the Wigglytuff? I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, so I'm going for Tailwind, and I'm going to Iron Head the Wigglytuff. I was kind of hoping the Heliolisk would protect here, but that's not too bad. We've still got Scrafty here, who can intimidate the Swampert. So we're going to fake out the Heliolisk, and we're going to high horsepower the Swampert here. Because to win this game, we do have to high horsepower the Swampert. Don't think my Scrafty will outspeed anyway. Heliolisk gets Ally Switch? I did not know that. I think Excadrill's dead then. Excadrill's living, because Excadrill's bulky! Oh, please. Oh, if it's max speed Swampert as well. Okay, GG, we got him. Whew. Oh, I hate high horsepower, it's the worst move in the game. Oh, GG's, John. That was really scary. Wigglytuff put on a lot of pressure. Compared to Wigglytuff, actually did really well into Scrafty, it turns out. So, yeah, really well prepped on their part, honestly. They also brought no terrain and no, sun. They brought no terrain, no sun. They just brought the stuff. They couldn't bring Mimikyu because I was Mold Breaker. So I expected the Heliolisk adaptation, which is why I definitely didn't want to go Slowking. So, yeah, it was a lot more fast-paced. I don't think Snarl was as helpful. It needed speed control to be as good as I wanted it to be. But making sure I had grass moves for Swampert, I was ready for it. I'm surprised they brought Rindo, but at the same time, like, still such a good item on Swampert. It let them live. But just, like, I was so ready for Swampert, because I knew my grass type wasn't the best, so I knew I had to make sure I was ready for it. Moltres is obviously super scary. I wonder if they also didn't bring Terrain and Sun, because they expect to play me in playoffs, which is very fair. I definitely haven't brought everything, because this team was very, very rushed, and I just kind of slapped a lot of things together. So, we'll see how things go if we do meet in playoffs, but I believe, actually, we are secured for playoffs now, because we are 5-1. We actually haven't dropped a game since week 2, which is crazy. Like, our last game we dropped was game 2 against Lord Nobody. That was the last game we dropped. Which is crazy, right? That's actually insane. Like, we TO'd Fist, we 2-0'd we 2-0'd Eros, and now we 2-0'd Jordan. So, really, really, really happy with that. Obviously, shout out to Jordan. I believe they were actually part of UBL at one point. And I've heard nothing but good things, to be honest. So, while we kind of had to rush to get this played, because otherwise we would not... This is our only chance to play. It was still really nice to get things done, and actually play someone who's punctual. So, anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go eat, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.